What is more important than you? Find out whom you are, to remember. There really isn't. I mean, your children are just as important. Your significant other is just as important. Your parents, your cousins, your friends are just important. Nothing is important if you're not in the equation. You are the ingredient in each one of those comparisons. It was you with some other grouping. So being here now, in this moment, present, in this cascading instant of time, thinking about what we're doing all day, allowing oneself to be at ease, to feel restful, to be thankful, to have a little quiver of a smile, to finding joy, curiosity, rising in one's awareness of your senses, of your feeling. Do you feel your feet? Do you feel your buttocks or your hands? Okay. Do you feel the force of gravity pulling you down someplace on your body? And close or breezes? Drafts of air? Hair? Skin? What about the heat exuding from your body, from your center, from your digestive organs, and from your heart and lungs? Them too. Do you feel the heat? The orangey red glow of your being? I hope so. If you don't, do now. Meditation and mindfulness, focusing upon this, using one's breath to gain an entry into your holy realm, your being. You don't think of it like this, but it's a nice way to think, right? Into your holy realm. That's why this is privacy. This is another day for privacy, right? That's why we can hold that so high. It's good to be understanding when, in the meantime, it is a sense of our own wholeness, our own uniqueness. And it is a place of treasure to own our own being, to be aware, to feel our ears shimmering with the energy of creation, to feel our eyes sparkling with the nuances of sight, and our muscular integrations to make clarity, to view depth, to see. How often we take all of these things for granted. Every single one of them. Nothing left out. When we are so busy with something that we have focused very severely upon, that it is like looking at something through a tube. And that's the ultimate focus that we have, good or bad. But it is a loss of sight of a greater sense of perspective, which could be considered to be from one point to an entirety, a sphere, like the sun, of intention, of attention, of awareness, and some elements like breathing and pulsing and shimmering, the warmth of your being, these kind of processes that we are aware of, vision, hearing, feeling, tasting, smelling, can also be added. When you think of a dog, for instance, having an ability to smell that's 50 times more than a human, what do you think that's going on? Or an eagle's eye at such great distances to discern movement upon the earth. So I would say to all of us to be humble before all that we are capable of and that which we account for in any one moment. We are bundles of miracles, but we are irresponsible in taking care of what we have. It is not our fault so much. I tend to blame it more on society, that we have been brought up indifferently to the possibilities of mankind, to get away from the prejudices and the quick to judge scenarios that we find ourselves embroiled in this year of 2025. We need to look to question the way we're handling things. Can we do better? I think so. Right? Common sense. Compromise. Collaborate. Communicate. The C's. The 3 C's. Thinking about what we're doing in every way that we can. To be open to other people's ideas. Just to listen. I said to be open. I didn't say to embrace necessarily. To be open to other people's ideas. You must make your own determination. You must make your own analysis. This is the way that one learns. When you take a language lesson, they tell you to repeat the words. Buenos dias means hello in Spanish. Good day. Buenos dias. You must say it to learn how it flows through your mouth, with your tongue, with your lips. It is the same with any and everything in all of creation. It is repetition. We call it practice. It is a one-way street, and you're going in the right direction. Keep building more of your being into practicing. Time is flowing. You can slow it down in your meditation, in your mindfulness. It can stop, seemingly. All of these things in the power of one's own mind. How do we divide our day? All 86,400 seconds. 86,400 moments. Oh. Into hours, 24 hours. Minutes, 60 minutes. Seconds, 60 seconds. Moment. How many divisions do we want to acknowledge in a moment, in a second? For sure, a second begins and ends. So that's 2 parts. And can we say there's something in the middle? So is a second 3 parts? Beginning, a body of some kind, and an end. Could be very short, could be very long. Our moments, they change. Everything is changing and fluctuating and vibrating because everything is made of energy. I know we don't think like that, but you can. And it's a good practice to do so. It's another perspective of whom you and I am. Who do you want to be? Who do you think by just being. You're on stage. It's 24/7. Make it a good show. Stumble and fall, and rise and move ahead. It is part of everything. Remembering you are a miracle that has taken 3.5 billion years to make. From nothing. From a bunch of chemicals. Congratulations. Let the celebrations continue. I'll be talking to you later. It's fun to learn new words, new sounds, new expressions, new ways to form words in your lips. Life is a musical instrument. Sing, hum, whisper. Fall in love with the beauty of our universe. Nourish it with your heartfelt song of life. Namaste.